What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live out here with Fred. Fred the dog. Gotta put my glove on. It's a little chilly today, even though it's sunny. So, Alright. So now we're on our daily walk. So, anyways, I'm gonna go this way because there's just a loud pickup truck over here. But, anyways, I'm doing this video on One Love. So, one of my favorite reggae musicians is Bob Marley, and I love his family too. Damian Marley, Ziggy, the Wailers. You know what I mean? I don't know everything about it. It's just like my parents, they had their honeymoon in Jamaica, and they spent some time. Come on, they spent some time in the islands, and just deep down, they've always made sure that I stayed in tune spiritually. Despite being in the matrix world. My parents would even be teaching, would even be sharing. They'll be coming to school to share information, about indigenous history, black culture, black history, slavery, stuff like that, Native American, just the minority history of indigenous peoples, and again, we're not going to stick to just race and all that stuff. But bottom line is, the point I'm making is that my parents, they would volunteer to come to my school. You know what I mean? Like where they got to go through the principal and all that stuff, and get a real, what I'm saying, like certification, just visitors pass, whatever. And they would share some of the real stuff that our ancestors went through, throughout the whole day to all the different classes, And anyways, with that being said, I started to realize, about One Love. That's where I was going with this whole video, because I brought up Bob Marley and whatnot. I even did a project on Jamaica back in 6th grade at this magnet school I was at. And, I had fake dreadlocks and I made Jamaican punch. Now I got to experience some Jamaican and Caribbean places here, some ting, I had some of the pates, the beef pates. Now I'm a vegan, so I'm gonna ask for vegan pates whenever I do go to Jamaica. But anyways, so one love. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to me? That can be a whole lot of things. For me, ultimately, I will say, first and foremost, it's with ourselves. Second, I will say it's with our divine twin flame reflection, aka our complementary gender. We're here to reproduce. You know what I'm saying? So the twin flame for me, she's a woman. She's actually in a different country. And the twin flame for, a woman will be a man. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm going with this is the connection. When we're going throughout our life and, our world and whatnot, and we're just in the matrix school system, we're in all these jobs, we're in a polluted, chaotic city, we're just involved in a whole bunch of stuff that isn't that nourishing to us. It's a lot of fast stuff, because guess what? In school, you're focused on all the 8 classes you're taking, in sports, and just, where you're going to college at. In college, you're focused just on passing, you know what I'm saying? So all that money paid isn't a waste, and sports or whatever else you're into, jobs, Bottom line is you're always focused on something. And the point I'm making is that that's a good thing, I guess, but I also at the same time we end up starting to have to learn love on our own. Of course, I've had girlfriends. Of course, I've always been attracted to women and stuff. It's just that, the universe teaches us all lessons, and it'll teach the women lessons too about us men, just like the universe teaches us men lessons about women, you know. So where am I coming with this? One love. Because I hadn't manifested just, you know, a lifelong lady partner who's willing to have children with me, who's willing to, you know, be here today and here tomorrow and here the next day and here in my with me in my 90s where we have grandchildren, this and that, here to travel with me, here to, you know, live out in nature with me, all that stuff. So that was my ultimate desire, you know. Just that's what I've put the priority focus on. You know, of course I was still getting by, working, serving people, working out, taking care of myself, you know, learning, sharing, this and that. It's just deep down I'm like, hey, you know, I didn't come here just to be alone all the time trying to hook up with people or just single for the rest of my life. You know, I came here to have a family and to, you know, come home to a happy home, you know what I mean, with a lot of hugs. That's simple, you know what I'm saying? No arguments, no fights, just cooperation and love and support. For real. And it is possible. And watch, I am in the process of manifesting this. So anyways, you know, that's what I had the main focus on, was that. So I just listened to my mentors with the whole one love, because guess what? In this matrix, people doing all types of stuff. You know, some people is divorced. Some people, you know, they truly are happy. Like, they truly do have a real love vibe. You just know it. You know, they may not even be famous, to be honest, but they real old school love, and you just feel it. Some people, you know, celebrities or whatever, they can be, you know, cute or whatever, but you know, they go through stuff too. Bottom line is, your inner world lets you know what you really desire. And for me, it was like, hey, at least I'm here to have one magical woman, you know, with me. You know what I'm saying? And then I started seeing people doing all this other stuff, polygamy, this, that, all that. And I'm like, okay, one is hard enough. You know, I'm not saying I'm closed off to having additional love. It's just like, honestly, it just makes the most sense to just secure yourself just with one, you know? So that's what I started to focus on, you know, because that's already hard enough and that already takes time. I'm open to additional love. It's just, for me, personally, I have to get real with myself. I'm here to be the priority. And I started hearing music, a lot of music that was degrading women, you know, talking, just stirring up drama, stirring up just toxicity, stirring up feuds and wars, and just saying just evil things, you know what I'm saying? So I took responsibility. I changed my music choice to stuff that's more uplifting and true and real, you know, and loving, honestly. Higher vibrations, like Bob Marley, you know, like Lauryn Hill, like Alicia Keys, like Marvin Gaye, you know, like, you know, the list goes on, honestly. Plant-based, different plant-based artists, you know, jazz, classical, 432, 528 hertz, that stuff, simple, you know. So that's what I got into, because I noticed even when I got in the relationship and they wanted to play this, you know, typical mainstream music, it's just the vibe sucked, honestly. And like, it ain't real. It's a bunch of lies. And I would always change it, or, you know, switch the station, you know what I'm saying? Or switch it to our own music, because, like, to be real, that's not uplifting music that is, you know, causing all this destruction in the world. So I take responsibility by not being a part of that and just being in my own world, uplifting space, real space, you know. And that's what happened, and I started to notice it, you know. It is real, vibes, energy, frequency, all that stuff. And I was like, wow, guess what, we're still, you know, we're still going through hard times, you know what I'm saying, in the relationship. You know, they're going to college, you know, learning the city, this and that, learning the country and everything. And me, I'm here just barely getting by. You know what I'm saying? Providing for us, providing the rent, providing for her, you know, being the best lover and friend and trying to grow like that and just facing all this stuff when we have so little, but still just being able to make it, you know? And I valued the connection so much because there's no replacement with it at all, you know? And I noticed whenever the universe gave us space after I drove 8 hours only to see her for like 30 minutes or an hour, you know, like, I guess she freed me up to have additional love in my life. And I truly did have to let go, you know what I mean? Of worrying about what she's doing since she wanted to be left alone. Because that's out of my control. You know, that's some deep, heavy stuff. But it's, you know, the universe reveals its secrets to those who dare to follow their hearts. So that's what I'm doing, you know. I've made it clear about what I asked for, you know, with loyalty, faithfulness, you know, all that stuff. A lot. Heavy, you know what I'm saying? And stayed faithful. And I stayed loyal. So I had to let go for my own good, you know. And I experienced love with different partners later on, knew it, you know. And obviously there's no comparison at all, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care what anybody says, but I'm saying, like, I truly stand for that. We do have an ultimate divine twin flame, one reflection, you know, because that's simplicity. You know, when everybody's trying to play musical chairs of love all the time, you realize, hey, sooner or later we need to slow down and take a seat or something. So that's what I came to realize. But anyways, got some more experience. And guess what? I'm grateful for the experiences, you know, and at the same time, like, I'm aware of the one, you know, the twin flame. So that's how I'm able to move forward with so much confidence, because nothing compares to, you know, the love we gave towards each other. The ups, the downs, the ugliness, you know, the prettiness, all that stuff. Like, nothing compares to it. And that's something I understood, you know, like, we both didn't have nothing, you know what I mean? And, like, for us both, you know, giving our hearts and everything, literally blood, sweat, and tears, you know, like, it's some divinely godly magical stuff. Love is the ultimate force out there in the universe, you know, and, like, that's something I understood. And to be honest, I'll probably be the first to shut everybody up that's just gossiping, talking smack, you know, behind a keyboard, but won't say it to our face. You know what I mean? I'll probably be the first. I'm probably the first. I'm an Aries. We're the first to the zodiac. We're known to be the ones that's impatient and the first to get things done and whatnot. So it probably is true, because, to be honest, that's something else I've noticed too. It's so funny, because you know how I know this is for real? Because guess what? She's the only one, the first and last, like, one who's actually has, like, the key to me. You know what I'm saying? All of me. And I stand for that. My mentor even said that there's one who will have the ultimate key to us. And I agree with that, to be honest. Because I realized, I'm like, wow, I went through real ugly stuff as well as really beautiful stuff. And just some stuff was just kind of whatever. But, like, I knew that was the most passionate, intense love I had ever been in. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I don't care. Crazy, I don't even say crazy, to be honest. I don't. I say real, I say intense, I say passionate, you know, just myself, ourself. So that's something I noticed about that. There was no comparison. There is no comparison. Because there were ugly fights, you know, between us. And that's how I know it's real, because, you know, this is also encouraging to other people because, like, whenever, especially celebrities too, you may hear your own inner voices, or maybe people, you may be aware of people gossiping or talking down on your name when you're not even talking about them. You're just minding your own business. You know, that's how you know people, they're not real. You know what I'm saying? They're not the one. Because the one, you literally will be talking smack to each other. You know what I'm saying? In, front of each other. Like on a whole nother level that it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I know it's just like the truth has to be understood and experienced. I'm not saying like y'all are just constantly tearing each other down, but just, occasional having fun, horsing around, teasing each other, And like, that's something I noticed for real because it's not the same with anybody else. That's how you know. Also, the one is what liberates us. It sets our key. It gives us our key to freedom, because we realize, hey, there's nothing to fear out here. There's nothing to fear, That's why I was saying, that's also why my mentors were saying, digital narcissism is going to be over in 2020. Because it's true. Like, that's something all I noticed too. The only one who I've actually, experienced turbulence and fighting for love and whatnot, this and that, was the one. You know what I'm saying? Because we in there day in, day out, 100%. And I notice opinions from random people on social media, Instagram, this, that, maybe occasionally people don't mesh well or they don't see it eye to eye. It's like people are addicted to not getting it right. Guess what? I just stop before it gets too far because these are random people who I don't even know. And it's only a couple of seconds of just temporary anger between both of us. So I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even know these people. These people don't even know me. The one knows me, The one has the key. And that's my power, honestly. The one does set us free because the one teaches us to surrender. You know what I mean? That's what I noticed. The one helps us save each other's life, to be honest. Like how I helped her, she helped me. And it's a lie to say that one was better than the other or one didn't help the other. Nah, I'm bold enough to say the truth that we both share the help and responsibility. So anyways, that's the truth. You know what I mean? That's how I move forward because most people are unhappy and they're just behind screens wanting to talk smack or, talking behind your back or this or that. And like what I noticed is like the one is your best friend. You know what I mean? Your true best friend. And like y'all experience it all. And you get through it because it's all off of love. Like you just feel it. Even though things may be turbulent, it's still manageable and you still get through it by grace. By the grace of the universe, because it's like real love. It's, it's something felt and experienced. I can speak about it all day, but it's just, you know what I mean? And that's what helped liberate me because I'm like, hey, guess what? You know what I mean? Like, I don't owe none of these people nothing. So, like, I'm not going to feed into their toxicity, or hate or disagreements or arguments or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't even know me. They ain't never been through me. It don't mean nothing if you slept with me over for the night. It don't mean nothing if you, hung out with me for a month or two. It don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll be grateful for that time. But I'm saying, like, the one got the ultimate key that been through it all. That's how I move forward with it. Because you see, love is deeper than just having sex. You know what I'm saying? That's where I gain my power. With the women, with any woman that want to talk down on my name, that want to lie on my name, that want to be ungrateful on my name, that's scared, that's just making up lies and still stuck holding grudges and stuff. Even though they older than me, it's ridiculous and pathetic, to be honest. But anyways, like, that's what liberated me, because I don't even focus on that stuff. You know what I mean? Because these people don't even know. They don't even have the key to me. You know what I mean? So the point I'm making is like, it's awesome when the fact that I'm realizing who the one is for me, you know, and that they had the ultimate key. And there's other people that can relate to this, because it's true and it makes sense, honestly. Of course, I'm open to giving, receiving additional love or whatever. I don't know how this whole cookie will crumble. I don't know everything in life. It's just, I am a book, though, you know, and I am able to recall and remember, you know, my experiences, how I felt in my experiences, you know, what I was going through, my own journey, everything, you know what I mean? So that's the greatest, we're the greatest book, you know. So that's why it's important for us to have a great inner relationship with ourselves, you know, to know how our heart went through these different situations. So anyways, that's what I started to learn about was, you know, the one. You know, my bro, Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart, he mentions it in one of his videos that there's one that has the ultimate key. You know, obviously it starts with ourselves, but it's just, you know, there's one who really sees, you know, goes to places that, you know, it's just like people can relate with it. Other people probably been through the same stuff, you know, other real people, real twin flame connections, you know. That's what it's about, because it liberates you. You know what I mean? It shows you, like, the twin flame stuff. You just kick all the material stuff out the window. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff matters. Like with the twin flame, like the twin flame stuff will have you, you know, feeling like you out there with the dinosaurs and, you know, the jungle and the cavemen and stuff like that. That's what the twin flame will have you feeling like. For the better, though, you know. So it shows you what really matters. It simplifies it. It shows you love. It's giving you a full cup. Y'all both going 100%. You know what I mean? Crying together. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. For real, for real. Just a passionate, deep love. And yeah, I am bold enough to speak about it, honestly, because I'm able to choose how I feel. And that's how I'm able to be eternally free from this system, because I've outgrown it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in my heart space. And so many people on this planet are in their ego. And lo and behold, down the line, all of them are either going to be falling off the face of the planet in bondage and being controlled, or, you know, I mean, that's it, honestly. That's it. You know, only love is what's going to last. You know, the higher vibration, the long-lasting vibration. So, that's just the truth. Anyways, so that's my whole thing on one love. Of course, I don't know everything in life. I'm always learning. I'm just sharing real experience and my own, you know, documentation of my own life and my own heart and my own experiences. You know, we all are a book, a different book. Everybody is a different book on different pages and different chapters. So I'm sharing with y'all my story, my song. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm encouraging other people to do the same. We have to sing our song, you know? So anyways, like, that's the main thing I noticed. Like, whatchamacallit, it was just a deep love that I have been, like, writing in my dream journal for, dreaming about, planning, you know, seeking it, doing the work for it, and then it just came. It wasn't perfect. It was very real. And I guess that kind of does actually make it perfect, to be real. Because it was just like, oh, the cat down the road. It was just unexplainable. You know what I mean? I don't care what anybody thinks. But yeah, like, you know, it has to be experienced and understood and felt to be, you know, inner, understood and understood better. Real people know where I'm coming from with all this, for real. So, anyways, I'm always open to I'm always open to receiving all the love possible. And at the same time, like, it was written literally. Like, it even says, I'm not even religious, I'm spiritual. I will say, though, however, I do relate with some of the verses that are helpful. Like, it says, for that reason, a man will leave his mother and father, and he will be united with his wife, and the two will become one flesh. Something like that. You know, that's in God's promises. And, like, it makes sense, to be real, because it just happened, you know? It just happened on a whole nother godly level. So, I don't know how, I don't know when. I'm just aware that I am going to make it. And I'm in the process of realizing that I will attract beyond my wildest dreams and imagination with this whole love, life in general, you know? So, anyways, the one, she knows who she is, and I have wisdom and mentors that share with us to, you know, choose people that choose us, to let go, and to allow the bird to fly back to us, to show us how much it adores us. So that's where I'm at now with this whole thing. And yeah, so anyways, I'm just sharing the whole thing about one love. Like, yes, of course, there's great love too. It's just, it's amazing when you get deep and, like, you know, you're able to be real with yourself about who really deeply impacted your heart, you know? People impacted in different ways. I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's just, there's one, there's one that, you know, is really the ultimate key holder. For real, you know? The other stuff is great other aspects. It's just, I truly stand for this one that truly embodies the whole key of us. How cool is that, you know? So, the whole twin flame soulmate stuff, I started to understand that more, you know, and, like, it's whatever. I'm not discriminating, I'm just sharing, you know? Like I said, I honestly don't care about your opinion because it doesn't write me a check. I'm only allowing good energy. I'm only allowing supportive energy. I'm only allowing compliments and, you know, just sincere, uplifting vibes towards this page and towards my space. So, anyways, that's that. Just sharing the truth with y'all. Let me know about y'all's twin flame stuff, one love, soulmate, all that stuff. You know, let me know your personal take, your personal experiences. Let me know, because Lord knows a lot of this world does not love itself. So that's why I'm here to help raise the frequency. So that's why it starts with us first, you know? So anyways, that's the point I'm making. One love. That's all I mean. Because I started to notice, I'm like, wow, all these phones, these gadgets, these gizmos, these email threads, these tabs, these apps, all this little tiny analytical stuff. This pool of people on social media, billions of faces, billions of accounts, billions of notifications and stuff. Imagine you could simplify that down to one love. Imagine that. Imagine the whole world slows down and they stop looking at people walking on the street and actually talk to people. Imagine that. Imagine these people stop trying to analyze people just for walking their dog. You know, imagine they actually help us out for once, because we surely been helping people out for free. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's all I'm saying. One love. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a massive world, a massive universe. And God knows that many times you have been just rushing around everywhere, rushing to work, rushing to school, rushing over here, overthinking this, overthinking that, no money for this, no money for that, how how awesome would it be to just have someone who's actually there and will be able to slow down with you and really just be the most deeply connected to you, your own earth angel on the highest, most simplest level. That's what I started to realize, because that makes your worth even higher, because you're simplified. You're not dispersing your energy everywhere, trying to sleep with everyone, trying to mess with everyone. You know what I mean? You're pumping all your energy into yourself and your lover and whatever else you want to build from that. I'm just sharing that unique experience. I'm not talking down on people that have multiple loves or anything. I'm just speaking scientific truth, honestly. One and one is the most simplest thing. I'm just keeping it real about that. Of course, there's plenty of people doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just keeping it real, though, about math, because this universe is built on divine mathematics. That's all I'm saying, okay? So, anyways, y'all let me know what's up, how your day is. Hit me up for consultations. We can talk, we can chat, whatever. Let me know. I love all the support. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the messages. Thank you for all the love. I'm just healing myself. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Literally. Of course, I'm ready for the day that I level up to a whole new level, because I'm prepared to keep going throughout this life, going on the eternally lifelong levels of growth, but I'm ready for a whole new level financially. I'm ready to be blessed and compensated financially for all this value that I'm providing freely. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Y'all have an amazing day. Fred and I are finishing up the walk.